Hi, I'm Stephanie, the creative girl behind the designs. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. And if you haven't already done so, I would truly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification alerts so that you know when I post my next video. So today I'm going to be doing, albeit a little late, my Mother's Day spread for the week of 8th through the 14th, with Mother's Day being on Sunday. And I decided I wanted to do kind of a tea theme in honor of moms and friends who are moms. So I had just a little quick story. My friend and I, she no longer lives in this area, but her and I would always meet for lunch, and we would always go to a place where we could have tea, a little tea store, tea shop. And then she moved away, and so now we just exchange tea gifts every year for our birthdays. And so it's a fun little thing, and you collect up some cute little tea-themed items. And so that is, you know, something also too, having tea with your mom. And it just kind of is reminiscent to me of Mother's Day. So I thought it would be fun to do kind of a tea theme for this week. So I pulled out my Cocoa Daisy planner kit stickers from May of 22. I have the washi. I have some extra stickers from the memory keeping kit. I've got some stamps that I may or may not use. I also have these little teacup papers that I had cut out of the kit papers, and some little notepad. And then I have, this is not going obviously in the planner spread, but this cute little teapot from Michael's. I found it and I just loved it, so I picked it up for this fun little weekly spread we'll be doing. I'll just tuck that little thing off to the side. So I'm going to get some things moved out of the way, and I'm going to start like I usually do, left to right. We'll see how it goes. With these stickers, there isn't, as you know, if you've watched my channel, I tend to, on the notes side here, the margin or column, I like to put like a box or a long box, just to decorate it up a bit. So there's none of those in this kit. So I will be improvising and kind of taking it as we go along. So obviously you can see I've already used some stickers. I would have used it in May of last year. And but I'm just going to keep using the stickers because it is the year to use all the stickers. So I'm going to tuck these off to the side. And then, so here's my week, just a plain vertical week. And what I want to start with, I think, though, is to get some tea themed washi onto the page, and then some other. So in the kit, there were these two florals, yellow and blue. There was, of course, the tea washi. And then there was this, it kind of almost puts me in mind of like a quilt type pattern. So these were the washes that came in the kit. And I think since this was the theme, I mean, this was kind of the main color of the kit, I think I'm going to use this at the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of pull some off and put it just right across the bottom. And I actually am going to move this a little bit more out of the way, only because I want to make sure I'm in frame for you. So I think there we go. A little bit more. I like showing you these cute little things, but then they kind of get in the way. Okay, that should work. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and get this down. And I don't know if I'll be using it, but I do have my gold Bloom Live Love Posh washi cutter. Gorgeous that thing is. Okay, so let's get this down here. When I had got the kit last year, I had already used most of it in my memory planner, my Dory book. And so I'll just do like a quick flip of that for you. I just want to make sure I get this on straight. I am just missing the disc area. So what I'm going to do is line these two pages. There. And then I'm just going to go right over to the next one. Okay, so I just got some washi down on the bottom. And I know that I'm going to be using some of the letters and the days. So I'm going to go ahead and white these out just so that I don't, when I put them down, I think I'm going to cover most of them, but I just want to make sure they don't peek through. So I used the dory. Again, I probably am repeating myself. I'm kind of in my head today. And so when I finish the dory, I always keep everything because sometimes I'll incorporate it into other memory keeping books. But let me do a quick flip for that. So this was my dory book. And, you know, as you can tell, it's quite full. And this is the fun part about using the dories is that, you know, they can get chunky and then they just stay nice. I don't know, maybe you like a chunky, you know, planner page or not, I don't know. I haven't written in all of the pages just yet, but, you know, here's kind of just a quick flip. So I'm really happy about how this turned out, and I do have some pages to fill in. The nice thing is I get my pages in there, I get my pictures in there, and then I can always go back and write in, simply because it's like maybe a little journal or a quote. I don't write a book when I memory keep. It's just mainly, you know, thoughts maybe about what's in the picture. And so this is the craft cover to it, and I always label the top with the month and the year of the kit, and then I always decorate the main page. With these booklets, you have the option of taking the craft cover off and just using it as it is. I'll keep it on just to keep it protected, but you know, it's up to you how you want to do it. So I'm going to tuck that off to the side, and then I'm going to grab some of these stickers up because now I want to start getting things in on my left to right, hopefully, plan. So I don't think I'm going to use the numbers here because these numbers are fairly large. I am going to also open these, which are the memory keeping stickers, because I have a feeling I may use some of these. Yeah, see how pretty these are? It had a teacup theme, and there's just the stickers and everything in them were just so pretty. I mean, I loved using this kit, and I think that was probably my first Cocoa Daisy Dory that I filled up. So I'm going to get these letters out too, because as I look at the stickers, because I need to put May up here, but I see these and I see the blue, and I think if I can get it, I want to do blue. I can't. I used all the A's. Or you could do a lowercase, M-A-Y. I could do that. So this here, so I have 2 sticker sheets for the week. So I am going to use, I was thinking this flower. So let me put these aside. Let's get our May on there. Let's just get started. And I've been tinkering around with my channel and with my YouTube channel and the blog. So, you know, take a stop there. Check it out. See what you think, you know, drop a comment. I am adding something new on the blog. It's not quite where I want it to be just yet, so I'm not going to mention too much about it, but it is there if you kind of look around. So I spent some time doing that. And last week I just got a little bit derailed because I was spending too much time doing something for someone, and it just didn't turn out very well. And, you know, I don't even know how to say it, but, you know, sometimes there's just ugliness in the world. So, okay, let's get off that subject. So I'm going to go start with my Monday. And start getting these in. Oops, let's go this way. Yeah, so see, it would have probably shown on some of them. So I'm going to try and keep them lined up as best as possible without having the tape show through. If they're staggered a little bit, that's okay. I was thinking as I was, getting ready to do this spread that I don't recall, I've always enjoyed tea, but I don't recall that I ever went to a tea place and had tea with my mom, which of course I can't do that now, but it just got me thinking is all. If I had ever done that, I just don't recall. I think if there's anything, I'd say, take some time and take your mom out for some tea. It's a fun memory to have, and, you'll always have it. And, time is short and time is precious. So, make sure you spend them with the loved ones that bring you joy. There's a little PSA for family time. So I'm liking, oops, this one might be a little high, but I don't know that I can always go over the numbers with a pen, so that's not a problem. I just want to make sure this one's covering the tape. Let's see if I can get this down right. Yeah, so some of them cover the numbers, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is use, they have this cute washi. Yeah, I used all of them, so I think I'm just going to go with, I used most of the memory keeping that I needed to in my memory keeping, but I'm just going to go ahead and use what I've got here. And I'm just going to trim a bit of this one off. As you can tell, my week prior is still empty. That was the week that just kind of got away from me. These here, I do believe they fit, they overlay a little bit in the boxes, but I do believe they'll work in the Happy Planner boxes. I think I'm going to use, while I'm thinking of it, so now I'm going to jump around, so I'm going against what I usually do, but I am going to print off a photo of my mother, and then I'm going to put it, kind of overlay it on this sticker. I can layer this one and this one. The line shows through a little bit, but that's okay. And then what I'm going to do is this. So this one I'm going to line up to the margin. Only because I don't want it to be crooked. So I'm just going to layer this one here. Now these stickers didn't come, themed as Happy Mother's Day or anything. So they're just tea themed, I should say. This little sticker, it says, oop, came off. May is all about, and I'm going to put that over here because May is all about moms. So I'm just going to put it right at the very top here. Make sure this goes on straight. And then I'm going to start bringing down some notepads. I'm going to start with a plain one first. Because since it's in the margin, I want to make sure it doesn't go over. If it goes over too far, then I might lose most of the image. So let me grab this one. All right. So I'm going to kind of just start layering is basically what I'm doing. So I'm going to put this one here. I do have an edge on it, so I think I'm going to measure to the edge because this one's going to do this. All right, that worked out perfectly too. And then this quote I happened to notice when I was putting it down, which it says, "Good morning, beautiful, be good to yourself today." So I think that's perfect for Monday. And if I'm close to like these day stickers being used, I may pull this into the prior week as well, or do next week. Sometimes I'll just do that so that I can get, you know, use up the stickers. So I may do that. Let's see, I'm going to put something on this one. For this quote, I think I want to use one of the little washi strips, which is, let's use this one. And these washi strips aren't, you know, these stickers didn't come for the Happy Planner, but they do for the most part fit in them. I think I'm going to have to measure some of these and maybe cut some off. Here, let me do that so I don't stick on my page. These stick pretty good, so I don't want it to stick on my page and then rip my page. There we go. I'll hold on to that little square. I may use it, I may not, but I've got it if I need it. All right, so I'm going to put this away before I poke myself. And then I want to get this down here. All right. Now I had my other notepad, which this one, that's perfect. The way this one has like a little pen on the side. It's like a fountain pen. So that works because this has something on this side. And then I can kind of just stagger them down. Let's see, do I want to do, I had one more and it was big. Here it is. I may want to put that in a day, so I think I'm going to put that in an actual day. So this one's okay. I'm going to give it a little spacing just so they don't seem overly crowded. And let's see, I have, let me get this one off. So another thing that happened for us is our vehicle is not doing well, and so it's time to replace it. I've pushed it as far as I can, unfortunately. So we're now in the market for that. So that is something that's going to take up a bit of time this week to go look, and hopefully that will not keep me too far from my planning. I wanted to use this yellow circle, and I'm going to use this washi strip. So I'll, you know, I tend to make my plan and then I just hold all these stickers in my hand. It may not be the best way to do it, but that's just how I plan, because then I don't forget to use it. Okay. And then this one I probably could have cut a little bit more, and I may still do that. Just because I'm going to use this circle and this will show through it. So I'm just going to take a little more off, and hopefully I can get this off without any issue. You know, and this is just to illustrate, no planning day is perfect. I think for all the things I've seen, I've experienced that the most. You never know. And sometimes, you know, you'll get something down and then you're like, you know, I really don't like it. And I've done that before, and then I peel everything up, and, you know, as I said, I try and not change too much after I'm done filming. I do have a habit of doing that, but I try not to do that. It's just the thing I do. So let's see, I'm going to put this one. Oh, wait. But I am going to take this before I put this down. And I'm going to put this here, because what I'm going to do after I get the picture of my mom in here, I'm going to label when the day was. So if I have it, the day that the photo was taken. I'm going to bring this back up here, but I want a box. It's like kind of just sitting out on its own. Or should I go, let's see, I think I'm going to do the light blue actually, just to kind of offset it a bit. So this one's going to go, I think, in the middle. I think this week, you know what, I'm just going to kind of do randomness, meaning normally, you know, I'm in the lines, or, you know, I think I'm going to kind of stay out of the lines this week and see how far I can get with being not perfectly in where I need to be. So if that made any sense at all. So this is a notepad. It was a cute little teapot notepad. So what I'm going to do is I want to use one of these, and I'm going to have to add some extra sticky to it. So it is a sticky note, but because I want it to stay down, I'm not, I don't have enough on it for it to do that. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then I'm still going to put a little up here just to give it a little bit more stickiness. Okay, and then, woo, that one I'm going to put over here. Hopefully I get it on straight. And that would be cute to put a little note in as well for the week. And then I have these little bullet points, and I think I'm going to be using those. Let's see. You can probably hear the dog barking. I just got up to get these, which are Happy Planners, handwritten plans, and then Essential Holidays. I don't know if what I'm looking for is in there, but I wanted to bring these over because I want to make sure, even though these first three, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. They're already down. But I think I remember seeing in here you know, like to-dos, or, yes, here we go. So I found my clear to-do stickers. So I'm going to run through, and basically what I'm going to do is above each of them, I'm just going to put it down. It will overlap, but that's okay. In there. I may use more throughout, but I don't want to just put them down just yet. All right, so I'm going to set these aside. Hopefully the barking isn't too bad. You can hear through that. You can hear me through her barking. Okay, so I dug out some of my holiday stickers from the Happy Planner. Again, I couldn't tell you what book they came out of because I didn't write it down, but the closest I could find for anything to work was this gold one. So I'm going to put that in on Mother's Day, but I want to do it with a teapot. Let's see, we have, let me see the size of this. I think I'm going to use this one instead. All right, so I'm going to use this one to stack. So Mother's Day is just going to be full of all this fun stuff. I am going to trim off this part of this one sticker just because I don't want it in the way. It's perfectly imperfect. Oops. So I went ahead and just cut around this here. So there's a little bit showing, but that's okay, because I can cover that. And then that still will allow me room to write in the date of the picture that I put here. So I love how that turned out. I am going to grab this washi strip and bring this one over here. It'll overlap a little, but I'm okay with that. I'm just not going to cut those teacups off. They're too cute. And then this one I'm going to get here. And I have these other boxes. Let me just show these quick. I have these other big boxes, but I don't want to use them because I really want this to be the focus. So I'm not going to use those. But I am going to use these. So there's one. There's two. Actually, I'm going to use this one too. Actually, I'm going to use them all. There we have it. Okay, so this one I'm going to get I'm going to actually get this one down here. And then this one will go up here. I loved these two colors together. They were just so pretty. The blue, the deep blue, and the fuchsia color. I just really loved how those two colors work together. And then I've got, oops. I'm going to put this one here instead. So this is sort of going to be a memory keeping week as well for me, just because, you know, if you followed me for a little while, you know that I've already lost my mom. So while I am a mom, it's not the same. And so I'm going to be kind of doing a little bit of memory keeping with my planning. So this one here is going to be, I'm going to put this here. So these are just like fun little words. Again, these are going to be more memory keeping than anything. So I've got one. Let me go through them for you. I've got one that says a week 4. I've got a day 2. Enjoying this. I live for. All right. So this little one here has, oh, here was a to-do list. Those were cute. Too bad I missed those. Oh, actually, I need these. Yes, because I did get my seeds planted, so I need to make sure I water them. Let's see. Today is, so I need to water on Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. And not that I will, you know, definitively water the plants. Water plants. It's just more of a reminder to not forget. The other fun thing about this kit were all of the the pens and things that came. So there was teapots and teacups and florals and pens. I mean, this was really a beautiful kit. I really loved it. But how many of these do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to use those. That's going to be perfect. So what I'm going to use them for is my little bullet list. So I have yellow, I have a pink, and a blue. Perfect. So I'm going to use these on other areas in the plan. I'm just turning it sideways because it's easier for me to see it that way. So I have 3 I can do. This is today for sure. This is a busy day for today. So I'm going to put 1 for today. Let me make sure I give it enough room. All right. So this one is going to go here. And I'm going to get this here. I'm going to do another one below it. Where is it? Here. I do find with my use the stickers rule this year that sometimes I just put stickers down to use the sticker. But many times I end up needing to do something functional because it's got to work for me. If my plan isn't, my pages aren't set up to helping me plan, then I really don't get a whole lot accomplished. So I'm going to take this last one, which is the blue, and I'm going to get this here with the blue bullet point. Okay. Now I do have this tea washi, but I don't know that I can get a whole lot over here. I don't want to overcrowd that sidebar. I want it to still be functional. I need to bring these back over here because I want to get some of these pencils in here. These fun pencils, just nothing big. This one's really pretty. I think I'm going to grab this one and just kind of randomly put some pens around. So I think what I'll do is I'll grab this floral one. All right, perfect. All right, and then this one I wanted to bring over to here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to put that too close. Okay. And I have, let's see, this one area over here, which I think, oops, wrong way. So I think I'm going to use this one. Perfect. And then do I have a box that matches? If I put a small box in it, it's not going to give me enough room. All right, so there's that. And then I've got this, which I can put up here. Okay, so I think the last thing that I have, again, I'm going to pre-print a picture because I know which one I'm going to do. And again, just as I always do, I will post the finished picture at the end of the video. And I'm going to do, let's see, we have vacation planning, trackers. I do know I can use some of these for sure. These are always hard for me to use, these, you know, the trash, and just because I feel like sometimes it can clutter it up. But because I have them, I'm going to use some. And I know that that's this day, as is this. And then Saturday I have I don't want to use that up. So I think I'm going to put that there, as well as, where is it? Oh, right here, right in front of me. As well as this one. Just to kind of fill that in. And then yesterday I can use these cute little sneakers. I did my walking yesterday. It was a nice day out. And I think I'm going to put them down here because I'm going to list my steps. Okay. And then, you know, there were these stamps, but I don't think I'm going to use them. They are for like memory keeping and things. I pulled them out just in case, but I don't think I'm going to use those. I think I'm good with just the stickers this time. And this I'm going to keep out because, as I said, I needed that. Okay, so I think this is finished for the moment. I do have some things I'll be filling in, and then I'll post my final picture. I hope I've inspired you to do something creative today and every day, and that I've inspired you to do something creative to create your beautiful life one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.